All right. All right. So I'm gonna jump straight into this. I don't think I've touched on anything as far as the pandemic, COVID, what most people have been going through, but more specifically, I want to talk about your compensation or your income and how has that been affected, right? For a lot of people who are out there asking a lot of questions. This has affected the world, so I don't want you to feel like what you're going through it might be private, but it's not personal. Everybody has been affected in some way or the other. So I want to share here, how should you be thinking right now if your money has been impacted by this experience with the pandemic. I was listening to one of my good friends, Alex Morton. He was on the news, and what he was sharing was about the law of compensation. Now, if your money has been affected with the stay at home, right? If your money's been affected because of stay at home, if you have not been allowed to work from home. There are a lot of people who have been allowed to work from home. There are a lot of people who have not been allowed to work from home. How should you be thinking? How to keep the money flowing, even with what we're going through. So I just want to share that practically, right? So first of all, I want you to ask yourself this: how am I earning money? When it comes to my income, how do I earn? I know on Instagram you're going to be seeing it flipped. Hopefully on Facebook you can. But the question is here, how do I earn? Right? How do I earn? How do you earn? And it doesn't mean that your back is against the wall. It just means that sometimes we may lack the knowledge or the practice, right? There's something I don't know, or there's something that I know that I'm not practicing. So ask yourself this question: how do I earn? Now, there are 3 categories of income. This is public knowledge. 3 categories of income, right? Number 1, linear income. Linear income. It's the exchange of time for dollars. Time. You have a job. You put in time, you get paid. You put in time, you get paid. You put in time, you get paid. You can't put in time, you can't get paid. So the reason why people who earn with linear income in this time, the reason why it is challenging for people who cannot work from home in this time, the reason it's challenging is because they can't put in time. And when you can't put in time, you can't get out money. So it is challenging for a person who earns through linear income. If they cannot work from home, it is challenging for them because it's the exchange of time for money. They're trading their time for dollars. When you can't trade your time for dollars, this is the problem. We can't make money. So all it requires you to do is what you call change. Change could be hard, change could be painful. But I want you to think beyond this one category of income. That's just one way you can earn. The second way you can earn is called portfolio. Generally, I want you to think of like a stock. Right? Let's say you invest in something like Tesla. You invest in a Google stock, Amazon. You invested in Zoom. You invested in Boeing. You invested in McDonald's. You invested in Apple. I don't know. But it means that even though I'm not at work, my money can be growing somewhere because I've invested in something that has the potential to appreciate, grow in value. So I bought something. I bought it at $15 a share. I bought 100 shares. I put in 1,500. It's no longer $15 a share. It is now $30 a share. So my 1,500 has now grown to 3,000. What do I want to do? Do I want to sell, cash out, some? Do I want to keep it in there and have it growing? That's a way your money can grow, where you can put your money into something that appreciates, an appreciating asset. So besides exchanging time for dollars, you need knowledge on how to build portfolio income. Can I tell you something? I grew up in Trinidad, and not a lot of us had those conversations about stocks in high school, or even I would say in pre-college. Not a lot of the people had a lot of conversation about stocks. But today, I want to say, if you're a teenager, if you're in your 20s, if you're in your 30s, make sure you're getting in the circles of people who are talking about investing. When you talk about investing, you're talking future. You're thinking your retirement. You're thinking how to take care of your children. You're thinking how to take care of your family. You're thinking how to take care of your house. Thinking how to take care of the loans, what you owe. Anybody who's not thinking investing, every time they get paid, it means they're not having what I call is long-term vision for their life. You have to have long-term vision for your life. If you have long-term vision for your life, you will see it in how you practice handling your money. Things are put aside for tomorrow. You don't get paid Friday, and by Monday, you don't have any money. That means you do not lack money, you lack vision. Or you lack the know-how of what to do with money as a seed. Money is a servant. You can tell money to go do something for you, and it will come back with a result. You can put money to work for you like an army if you read the book, The Richest Man in Babylon. So if you're earning money only with linear income, that's why you might be under challenge. If you can't go to work, you can still have money growing in the markets, portfolio income. The last category is this, passive income. Let's think about real estate. Let's say you have some rentals, an apartment, right? You might have an apartment building. Some people may buy like a parking lot in the city. At a lower level, you could have like a gumball machine or one of those things. You buy it once, but it pays you over and over and over again. You buy it once, but it pays you over and over again. You build it once, and it pays you over and over again. What could you do right now that can give you some passive income? So if you are renting, you have a passive expense. But if, for example, when you subscribe to Netflix, even though you could cut it anytime, every month you're paying Netflix. Every month you're paying Netflix. It's a subscription, right? Every month you're paying your phone bill. Every month you're paying your light bill. So that's what you call is a residual expense. Every month you're paying for the same service. If I was providing the service for you, I have a residual income from you. Because every month you're paying me for a service every month. How could you be the provider of something people need from you every month? Every month they're paying you. Every month they're paying you. How could you get paid passively? A good book to understand this is a book called The Parable of the Pipeline. It's the difference between two brothers that were carrying buckets of water to fill a cistern in the city, and they were getting paid to come and they fill it with buckets. But one brother said, I don't know if I could do this for the rest of my life. I'll get older, I'll get weaker, my back may hurt. The other brother said, forget that. Let's make the money right now. So the younger brother, who was probably more frail than the bigger brother, he started to learn how to build a pipeline. He was thinking future. Right? He's thinking future. He said, I won't be able to do this for the rest of my life. Do you ever think of what you do right now to earn money? Do you ever think like this? I wonder if I could do this for the rest of my life. I wonder if this will be able to sustain me for the rest of my life. I wonder if I could keep doing this for the rest of my life, accomplish all my goals and dreams, take care of my family. Think like that. Think tomorrow. It's good to think future. 1 year from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now. So he said he'll build a pipeline. After a while, his brother, who was carrying the buckets, made a lot of immediate money, bought cars, and everybody was celebrating him because they saw how much money he was making. But one day he got up and his back started to hurt. He couldn't carry buckets, so he stayed home. And when he stayed home, he couldn't get paid because he couldn't carry buckets. At that time, his brother was almost finished with the pipeline. And then one day it was the opening, and he just took the pipeline like this. Whoop. And what the brother was doing for hours, the brother with the pipeline could do in minutes. But he was at home while he was getting paid for bringing water to filling the cistern in the city. So now he's home getting paid while the brother is not getting paid because he cannot go to work. So right now you might be carrying buckets, but let me ask you this. Could you build a pipeline, something that can pay you even when you're home? Don't think of home as not earning and work as when I'm earning. Those are old concepts to money. The walls have been removed. Your home can actually be a place of business. It's called home-based business. So there are a lot of people right now who probably can't rent a place to serve food. They have a restaurant. But what if you are packaging the food from home? You got home approved and you can package the food from home and do delivery. Then your home becomes a business. Your business is based at home, right? So this time that we are in requires innovative thinking. That's all it is, pressing you to see, are you willing to change? Are you willing to learn new things? And are you willing to change? So if you're just joining in the conversation, how did this period really impact you as far as your income? How do I earn? Do I earn from linear income, exchange of time for dollars? I think my Facebook might have been paused. I'm not too sure. 1 second. Add to stream. Not too sure what's happening here. All right, hopefully I'm still on. I'm not too sure what's happening here. I'm not seeing my image. Hopefully you are seeing me. Somebody could probably confirm on Facebook or on YouTube if you guys are actually seeing me. Shoot me a comment, let me know if you're seeing me. I'll see the comment if you're seeing me. Skippy might have to help me down that side to renew. All right, so, okay, so watch this. How am I earning? Linear, I'm exchanging time for dollars. That might be challenged right now because of what we're going through. Portfolio, is the markets behave in a certain way because of these conditions, but there's still potential for you to earn in the markets even though you're at home. Passive income. People still have a place to live. People still have to eat. Every business that is providing a basic need will always be needed. Every business providing a basic need will always be needed. All right, so they're not seeing me and hearing me on Facebook. We're going to fix that. We're going to get it fixed. All right, so my Facebook family, we're going to get it fixed. All right, so let me jump across here now. We got these. These are the 3 categories. Yeah. Check audio as well. We need to start it over. All right, so Insta family, watch this. Once there's a me. Okay, so watch this. Heard it shared by Bob Proctor, heard it shared by Alex Morton. I'm going to share it with you right now. The law of compensation. This is what will determine if you keep getting paid and how much you are paid in this season. Right? They said they can hear, but they can't see. We're going to get it. Sorry about that, guys, on the Facebook side of things. No. What you could do is forget StreamYard. I was pushing it out to YouTube. Go on my regular Facebook from Chrome.